Hi guys, welcome to your stability, mobility, bit of a tongue twister that one, and we're focusing on our lower body. So we're going to start with some gentle stretches and then I'll demonstrate and lead you through some exercises that we can do to really build that stability through our postures. During a yoga practice, we are building stability and being very mindful of how we're holding the body. But it's a fun way of just adding some variation. And also you can throw these into your personal practices as well if you want to really challenge yourself or build a little bit of heat whilst you're in these balances. So when you're ready, we're going to start seated. Come into a cross-leg position or whatever's comfortable for you. You might roll through the shoulders, you might rock through the head. But before we begin, I just want to take a moment to withdraw the senses, close down through the eyes, focus in on the breath. Okay. Just rest the hands on the thighs. Draw that awareness inwards, deep inhale. And exhale. Now we might start to activate our Ujjayi breath for this practice as we build a little bit of warmth, helping us to get into these postures, build that strength that we're aiming for. So it's our ocean breath, this audible breath down the back of the throat. Being mindful in Ujjayi, we're not clenching the jaw, we're softening the face here. We're feeling that heat rise perhaps through the throat as it travels down the body gently. When you're ready, taking those hands to heart center in prayer, we can stick with our Ujjayi breath throughout this practice today. We're beginning to rub the palms together, building a little bit of heat, building friction here. When you're ready, place those hands over your closed eyes and take a deep inhale. As you come to exhale, slowly removing the hands from the face, fluttering open the eyes, rejoining the room. Okay, when you're ready, we'll start with some stretches. We just want to warm up the body. So, in your own time, I want you to extend that through that left leg, take the right foot on the inside of the thigh, twist those hips, frame this extended leg. Now, if we're feeling tight today, that's okay. That's why we're stretching to begin with. Inhale, I want you to rise the hands. Exhale, we fold, we're hinging from those hips. Now, again, it might be that we take the hands on either side of the leg, we can pause here. There's ways of making this a little bit deeper by not even being able to reach the foot, we can flex the toes towards us. There might even be a soft bend in the knee if the hamstring's particularly tight, but as long as we can feel that stretch, just pause at that point. Again, using that Ujjayi breath, deep inhale, and on that exhale, we hinge that a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, lift the torso, draw that right knee in, lift the left leg. We might take the hand behind the thigh, perhaps behind the calf, or if it's accessible, 2-piece fingers around that big toe. Inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, if we need some balance, we can take this right hand down, but exhale, we draw that leg in. We can take this onto the outside edge of the hamstring by taking right hand to the outside of the foot, or maybe the leg here, extending left hand behind us. We can use that to prop up the chest, or we just extend it behind. I'm running out of space because of the wall here, so I'm going to place my hand down, Really twisting. Be mindful, I'm not drawing that leg over to the side. I'm keeping the foot in line with the hip. Slowly from here, we bend the knee, come back to center, change the legs around, extend out through the right leg. Left foot comes on the inside of the thigh, twist the hips, frame that leg, inhale you rise, exhale you fold. Again, you might have more tightness on one side than the other. Flex those toes towards you. Every exhale, we're thinking of walking the body down. We might be able to reach for the foot, but don't worry if you're not there yet. On your next inhale, lift. Draw that left leg in. Hands on the back of the right thigh, calf, or perhaps the big toe. We lengthen, we sit up tall, beautiful. Really, every inhale we lengthen, exhale, we draw that leg in. Feel the stretch here. Slowly from here we might open by taking the left hand to the outside of the foot or the leg. Extend that right hand behind you, or again we can prop it on the floor. Look over that back shoulder. And your exhale, come back to center, rebend through the knee. Slowly draw up. Now we're going to make our way up to standing here. We can come in any way that you wish. But a little way of working through the hips is we can begin to rock on the spine here. Massaging out through the back as we go. And if you can build some momentum, you can use the hands as well to push behind you to find the feet as we stand up. So again, if you struggle, hands behind you, give yourself a push here. Again, if it's not for you, that's okay. Find a way to come to standing in your own time. So we'll start with these movements to help build that strength. Now, we're working through balances, so you might need to use the wall here for stability, because we want to really, I know we're building stability, but sometimes it's a bit tricky when we're really at that beginning stages, or even if we're not. Perhaps today, balances just aren't working for us. That's okay. We can use the wall and we're still building the stability. By using the wall or any props, it's not that we're trying to find the easy way out. We're actually trying to aid our body for where we are today. So really meet yourself where you're needed. So what we're going to do to begin with, start with our curtsy squat. So I want you to take the right foot and turn it so it's about 2 o'clock. Okay? Because when I bend my knee, it's going to be in line with that foot. I'm going to lift the left leg. And from here, I'm going to take the foot over towards the right-hand side. I'm going to bend the knee, hover it as close as I can to the floor. Inhale, lift up. Okay? We're going to go for 10 of those. So we'll go for 9 more. Bend. Inhale, up. Exhale, bend. Really squat down, building some heat in those legs. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale, 7. Exhale. Inhale, 6. Exhale. Inhale, 5. 5 more. Exhale. Inhale, 4. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Okay. 3? 1. Don't know how we got there. My brain's clearly not with it with counting, if it is ever, you know. From here, we're going to stay on this leg for a moment. So I want you to ground down through the right leg. This is where you might need the wall. We're going to find our warrior 3. So I want you to ground down through the whole foot. Remembering if we can create a big surface area here, we really aid the stability. We're using these big muscles through the leg. So I'm going to use the wall here. Micro bend standing leg. Take it back to warrior 3. Really square off the hips. So the hips are parallel to the floor. By using the wall, it helps us find that point as well. So rather than we're floating all over by moving the hips, okay? Slowly on your inhale, take the leg out in front. Exhale, draw it away. Inhale forward. Exhale away. 8 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 6. Exhale. Inhale, 5. Exhale. Now, if you wish to keep using these, really starting to burn through the leg, we might move away from the wall. But again, we don't have to. We're moving through 5 more, okay? Inhale, come forward, feel that wobble through the standing leg. Building that stability, again, engaging all of these areas. Inhale, 4. Ooh, we've almost lost it. Inhale, 3. Oh, I can feel that in my glute there. 2 more. Inhale, oh, no, 2. I'm going to move back against the wall. Inhale, 1. It's our last one. Inhale, come forward. Beautiful. From here, we're still working on this leg. I'm going to use this lactic acid that's built. Okay. In Warrior 3, our cues are always to keep the hips square, keep them parallel. But that's actually okay to be playful in this movement. And by working through opening and closing that hip, we can start to build that stability. So imagine if you're moving through Warrior 3 to Half Moon. So if you're unfamiliar, again, just so you can see Warrior 3, and then we move into Half Moon. We're not going to take it all the way down as that, because that's a deep hamstring stretch, but I want you to just be playful by tilting the hips. We can, again, use the wall. Find that Warrior 3. Now, really square off the hips so they're parallel. And then open the hip. Square off the hip. Open the hip. Beautiful. Square off. Open. Square off. Open. Go for 5 more. Perhaps you move away from the wall. Your movement might be not as big, but see how you get on. Find Warrior 3. Open. Ooh, I can feel that wobble. Square off. Open. Square off. Don't worry if you're still against the wall. This is challenging. It's burning through the glute quite heavily. Go for 3 more. Slowly open. Square off, open, square off, open, and square off the hips. Beautiful. Maybe take a fist, massage out that glute, shake off the leg. We're going to repeat that on the opposite leg here. You can repeat this sequence again, really working through these legs, taking the time to really work through them and perhaps make them feel really particularly fatigued, but it's just a great way of adding these exercises into your practice, or perhaps they're just exercises you want to try outside of your practice to build that stability. It's a great one to add in. But when you're ready, we're going to find curtsy squats. So left foot to 10 o'clock, lift the right. We'll go for 1. For 2, for 3, for 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8, for 9. Well done. For 10. From here, Warrior 3, back and forth. We might use the wall. Lift the right leg out in front. Take it back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Beautiful. Inhale, keep the hips square in this one. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We're going to go for 5 more. You might attempt these 5 away from the wall. Inhale, exhale. Move with your own breath. You don't have to rush these. Inhale, especially if you're away from the wall. Takes a moment to find that balance. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Ooh. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that glute really activate. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, come forward. We're going to open and close that hip. We can use the wall. Ground down through left foot, take it back to Warrior 3. We open and close, okay? Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. Open, close. 5 more. I'm going to move away from the wall. Let's see how I get on in this leg. Open. Ooh, and close. See, it's tricky, guys. Open and close. 3 more. open, and close, open. We've got this, and close. Last one, open, and close. Oh, beautiful. Take that fist, massage out the glute, shake the legs off. When you're ready, just stand at the top of the mat. Inhale, rise the hands. Exhale, we fold. So let the heads hang, let the hands hang. Feel the stretch through those hamstrings. Slowly from here, feet at hip distance, turn the feet to 10 and 2, sink down through the hips, Malasana. Hands to heart center. Lengthen the spine. Breathing here. And when you're ready, come to sit down. Close the eyes. Pause for a moment. Just really honor yourself for showing up, for all that we've done on the mat today. Notice how the body feels and really starting to understand those movements. Notice how they're building that strength already. You can start to feel that heat building in the legs. Taking the hands to heart center in prayer, Anjali Mudra. Pressing thumbs to heart space and take a final deep inhale. On your exhale, bowing the chin towards the fingertips. Just take a moment to honor yourself and honoring this beautiful practice of yoga. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know how you get on with these exercises if you start to feel some improvement. Again, it's not something you need to think about, it's another thing I've got to fit into my practice. It's a matter of when you're flowing through your practices, perhaps rather than holding a warrior 3, we might move a bit. We might build that stability, start to work into the legs. And remember, the wall is your friend. Don't be afraid about using the wall. We all start somewhere. And as you can see, being away from the wall is challenging. It really is. So again, thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon.